This article comes from Market Insider. Silicon Valley Bank imploded in a single day. Could be just the tip of the iceberg. When it comes to representing the risk of aggressive low interest rate behavior, SVB is the latest and greatest example. And the tip of the bigger iceberg of rate sensitive areas. So which ones are especially at risk? Commercial real estate should be a top worry for investors because there's more than $60 billion in fixed rate loans that will soon require refinancing at higher interest rates. Additionally, there is more than $140 billion in floating rate commercial mortgage-backed securities that will mature in the next 2 years, according to Goldman Sachs. And there have already been sizable defaults in commercial real estate this year, with Pinco Columbia Property Trust recently defaulting on a $1.7 billion loan tied to commercial real estate in Manhattan, San Francisco, and Boston. The market's taking notice as well, with shares of office REITs, companies like Alexandra Real Estate Equities, Boston Properties, and Vornado Realty Trust all falling more than 5%. Shares of Boston Properties fell to its lowest level since 2009, while shares of Vornado hit its lowest level since 1996. Okay, so let's go to the charts. Look at Alexandra first, then Boston Properties, then Vornado. So this is Alexandra's chart. We're going to go to the monthly chart. A year ago, price was at 220. It's currently at 120 now. I anticipate price at least pausing down at the 110 area due to these pivot lows here. That signifies price stopping and then reverse, meaning there were buyers at that level. So I'm going to mark this entire area. Pivot highs, pivot lows. So let's just do this. Let's just draw a nice band in this area. So at the moment there's not much opportunity to the downside. Maybe another $10 or so until this area gets breached. Alright, let's go to the weekly chart. This was a nice level back in 2016 to go long. Don't really see anything on the weekly. Let's go to the daily chart. You had a lot of volume, huge volume in today's candle. Price opened, gap down, hit the lows, and then you probably had profit taken for the week. Alright, let's look to the left. Let's look below the pivot low, this band here of monthly resistance support. Yeah, I don't really see anything. This means that let's go to the monthly. This means that if price breaches this band here, next target could be 80, where we had a drop in price, and then this hammer candle indicates buying pressure. and then a rally. So we'll say 80, and we'll mark this band here as 113. Alright, let's go to Boston Properties. Ticker symbols BXP. Okay, so we're already on the monthly chart. I like to look at this level on the weekly. As to me, there are buyers at the 45 level, dollar level. All-time lows was at $23 back in 98. Alright, so again, like Alexandra, minimum reward to risk ratio being that prices has collapsed already in price. Okay, let's go to the weekly just to see if that's a real buying zone. You can see that in the last 2 weeks price has declined from $66 to $51. Okay, I'm not in love with the structure, but you see all this volume here. I would anticipate price stopping and at least reacting based on all this volume here. Let's go down to the daily chart. Here's a nice shorting opportunity, shorting opportunity. All I'm looking for, explosive candles, long range candles, followed by some basing, and then followed by another explosive candle or candles. And that's what I'm looking for when I call out levels that are buying levels or selling levels. Alright, so let's look at the area. You have a nice W pattern. Let's just draw that out. Let's choose yellow. You did make a lower low before eventually moving higher. I like this area here as it took out the W in the middle. Just trying to see. Volume's not the greatest. Like I said, I anticipate price at least pausing in this area. So let's see what happens. Let me scroll back out to the monthly chart. So let's see what happens over the next week or two. See if we can get at least price to react. Maybe not a start of the uptrend, but at least a reaction. Alright, the last one is for NATO, VNO. And this is already at not at all-time lows yet. This is the monthly chart. Maybe $10. I'm going to mark that off so we can look at it on a lower time frame. Let's go down to the weekly. I'm not really seeing the price structure that I want. Going back to the monthly. So I think the opportunity we missed several weeks ago when there was cracks in the banking system, as I don't see any opportunities with these three stocks. There might be opportunities in other stocks or ETFs that I have to explore, but regarding these three stocks, Boston Properties, Alexandra, and Vornado Realty, nothing here. But it appears that it could be the next shoe to drop. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.